Hi everybody, good afternoon. Muffy Clark Gill here, and I wanted to give you an update on the collage I was working on yesterday. You can see it's all dry now, and the edges need to be trimmed up. Hi Rosie! And I'm about ready to add a little bit more detail to it. I found that I felt like these pieces are dropping out too much, so I thought I'd just do a little bit of enhancement with them. So I'm going to take this pale blue tool and cut it into strips and glue it over these horizontal, as you can see I already started cutting one out here, and vertical strips, and see if that pops it a little bit more, because they've got a little bit of shiny in it, so when this dries it'll look a little bit more perky. So you can walk your way around this, and you can see these are all scraps from previous batik paintings I've done that I'm just laying out in a pattern that I thought looked kind of neat. And these are little test samples, playing with my janting. This was a doodle. A lot of little doodles in here, testing out colors. As if you can't tell, I like blue, but whenever I'm working in a workshop or teaching a workshop, I always have a piece of silk beside me that I practice on to make sure my tools are working right. So when I get done, I still have all these little pieces of dyed silk, and I figured it's fun to put them together. Here's Shiki Biki, which is using a brush that I cut notches out of. This is all done with a janting. This one's done with a janting. Here's a piece from another painting. These are funny. These are laying on the, when it's lying on my frame and being stretched before dyeing, wherever there was push pins or silk pins, after I take them out, then I brush back over with the blue to give them a little bit of a pop, and that made kind of a little bit different. Let's see here. And I mixed, you can see how shiny this fabric is. Oh, thank you. Trying to get ready to go, but unfortunately we had RV issues this morning, so not quite yet. So it gives me more time to play on this today. So, but you can see these pretty little pieces and drag them along. So I'm going to take this piece that I've already cut out. This is a big piece, and I'm going to just cut more strips and fit them into place and glue them down, and then I will come back to you once I get this all glued down again and trimmed up, because I know you want to see how it comes out in the end. And then I can, once everything's glued, then I'm going to give it a coat of UV varnish to protect it that much more. But before I go any farther, let me show you how the back side looks, because I think this looks pretty cool too. I've got these here. Let me just put them off to the side. See how mounting them on the plexiglass gives it a whole nother look, because I added, I started out putting a background of a teal colored tulle and gluing that down, and then gluing my strips down. And you can see, so it's fun to be able to hang this both ways. If I go like this, see how luminous the whole thing looks. It sort of reminds me when you're cutting through a geode. So it really makes it stand out a little bit more. And maybe I might have to put a light behind it when I display it. I'm not sure yet. I'm still playing around with this. So I thank you for joining me this afternoon, and for people in the know, today's the last day of my flash sale for Memorial Day. I am doing 35% off any print on metal, so you can get copies of my batik paintings on metal or my photography. It's just it's just a different way of looking at my artwork, because I love doing my photography, I love doing my batik, I love painting, I love doing my art. So if you can, stop by at MC Gill Tropical Art and take a look, and use the code METAL25, and that'll give you 25% discount on any metal print when you check out on my website. So thanks for joining me this afternoon, and visiting me, and happy Memorial Day. God bless our soldiers who stood up for us in battle and supported our country. So on that cheery note, I'm Muffy Clark Gill, and thanks for joining me this afternoon. Bye.